It's finally here. We're watching the final, the closing curtain on Hunter x Hunter. We've gone seemingly fully healed. Alaka doing the what was necessary. Her and Kira are now off doing their own things, trying to live a somewhat normal life, whether or not the family and Irumi in particular are going to actually let them achieve that. But Gon, on his journey up the world tree, going to go see his father, whether or not he's actually at the top waiting or off on another adventure is still to be seen. But we're going to have to say goodbye to this marvellous show, one that has taught us so much. Whether it's just believe in your friends, or even those with the toughest of backgrounds and histories can still achieve something. But you best watch this space, because for whatever comes later has some pretty big shoes to fill. But right now, get yourselves a drink so that we can sit back and possibly enjoy what's coming up. Was that Whale Island? Yep, that's Whale Island. A glimpse of the past, where this all began. Gone sitting in the tree fishing. Actually, sitting in the tree fishing. I wonder how everyone on Greed Island is doing. As far as I knew, he was the world's greatest hunter. Also, this story being a retelling of some narrative that he's telling someone. Seeing if anyone can keep up with him. Gone so close to meeting him again, hopefully properly having a conversation with him and not just upheld due to the vast crowd that was there before. There's so little in the way now. No massive ants. No, for some reason the audio went really weird. No massive ants. There's no... Some people aren't handling the height too well in the trek. There's no spiders. There's nothing really in the way keeping him from just climbing to the top. How many of the memories are we going to relive through? The hunter exam going past so quickly. He's meeting with Killua and the family there. Certain characters that we have already, had to say goodbye to. Wing forcibly are making their nen emerge. Is he going to be jogging up this trail for most of the run here? And having the only sound other than a backing track being Gon's panting as he's jogging up the tree. some memories are going to be slightly better than others. Did anyone actually fill him in on all the time that he was in the coma and completely waylaid? Not that too much happened. Well, special license, you say? He's a prodigy. A pro hunter, or just somehow come across a card somewhere. Yep, just sign the waiver. I'm pretty sure they won't be going to go collect the body should he kick the bucket on the journey. Fair. I mean, there's definitely a help to use footholds and whatnot, but a true hunter, unless you do it through pure grip strength. Just looking the wrong direction. Where is this rescue team and who is it consisting of? If they're good enough to be able to reach them in 10 minutes. Quite a magnificent view. Not sure I'd be holding on with one hand. What kind of issues or pitfalls is he going to face on the journey up? And granted, stamina and whatnot isn't really going to be too much of an issue for him. If he really needs it, there's a few branches that he can sit on and recover. Can he utilize that a bit to keep going? Good that the tree itself is trying to help him. I think that guy's doing fine. Beep. There you go. He's provided all the help that is necessary. I wonder if Gon could ride the winds up. Ah! That's why they don't need... That's why you said the rescue team is skilled. Just fly up. I'm wondering if anyone could just hire a airship or one of those personal little gyrocopters. Would make the trip up a lot easier. Yeah. Especially now that it's canted out and you've got to climb up at that kind of degree. No thanks. Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks to Gintama. I mean, anything that lives on the top of this tree would be a little... not little. He is... Oh, he's here! Were you going to make him keep waiting? and with a glisten in his eye, 20 minutes? Cut that in half at least. Actually giving him a bit of a congratulations there. Well, I suppose it's not too bad. That is a vast ocean. Ask away, just the responses may be a little limited. The thing that his aunt never got an answer to. Okay, I guess it's a vague yet also precise answer. Anything and everything that he doesn't have, he will strive for and try to obtain and achieve. The thrill of the unknown and what else is out there. Am I allowed to talk again? So, if it was going to help him along his way of getting the things that he wants, Hunter is just one step of it. It's not the plan overall. Hmm. It was not that intriguing, I guess. Only the truly eccentric one would keep funding that kind of exploration. Hmm. Using his pro hunter license to actually just do the things that he wants there. Gon's entire. Was that a metal hand? There you go. Eccentrics. And him bolstering up his network of people that were kind of like minded in his goal. Hmm. At 15, setting up a organization to pay for these excursions into tombs that are so overlooked because it doesn't bring much back in return. Interesting. Understandable. Some doing better than others, obviously. So whether or not they were also like massively skilled or as hungry as he is for adventure, they still chipped in. But was it because of the others as well? Look at them enjoying the fruits of their labour. The true journey was the friends we made along the way. Oh, pro bono. No wonder he seems to have eyes everywhere and knows so much. And of course, Gon's mind would skip to his friends there, those that have helped him on his journey, his adventure. his current goal. Well, I think we've got the time. It's getting dark, but still. Where's he going with this? A big ass tree. Technically? Was there some metaphysical. So the tree itself could be so much better. So what is this species of tree then? Where are the other seeds or saplings? Where can we really grow them? If this is only the real world tree. Somewhere out of our knowledge of anywhere outside of the world. Anywhere around. There's an even bigger, big ass tree. Or are we going off the borders? I did ask where the ants actually came from. An invasive species from outside. If they're considered ants still in like the scheme of things, how bad are some of the bits out in this other world? Christ. If that tree is that big in the background there, bigger than all of the continents that we see of this currently known landmass of these maps, a even greater journey is out there. One to see what's possible. That slight expression change in the midst of him smiling. One that I'm guessing that Gon is far away from even getting close to. Permission, the means would understand it, qualifications, and who's the one like gatekeeping the outside? Oh, even Jing doesn't have them. Huh. I'm sure that they'll team up in the future. Every experience that they have bolsters them for the future. Huh. I see the goal isn't the be all end all. It's feeding time. Pew pew pew. That's, I was about to say that's a big fish, but no, that's an orca whale. Does he have? I see. So once again, finishing off something that was requested of him, handing over the card and whatnot. Now they've been fed and are sleeping happily. Surprised that he only has a few visible wounds, considering his trip. A tiny itty bitty coffin. Okay. Does Jin have a in-depth knowledge of Kirua's family and the how to prove yourself to get in there. I don't suppose he'd be unknown to it with his information ring. Good to know that they're actually at least appearing to have a nice time together, even if they're keeping up the birds. They're trying to sleep. After all this time, him actually reaching his dad, being able to have this talk, knowing that there's a vast land out there so much bigger than themselves and what they know. Postcard. I'm sure if I put in the effort, I could translate the writing there and actually have understanding of what Gon was saying. And they're happy with that share of the money. Also, Nov's hat. Could be better, but good use of the funds there. Good to see that he does look like he's calmed down a little, though. A drink to fallen friends and comrades. The chairman. Now, hopefully, they'll be able to start a new life for themselves. Also, the extended song here, so we can see half the shit. It's quite cool. A very important photo back there on his shelf. Want to really kind of push him forward and remind him what he's doing this for. Good Pika. Slowly getting there with his collection. Lovely. Anakin. So, how many of them know about the butler? I'm guessing that's the butler, at least, considering it's those two at a grave. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. I mean, the coins kind of gave it away, but it's the shapeshifters. So what, they've got here one of the shapeshifters in to cover his place. A secret to be held. He's buried and being remembered, but also kept alive in a weird way. Down in the tunnels, is there something else to show off? Oh, is it going to... Are we going back to see what was left beneath? Yeah, we are. Together forever. And looking out in the new day, the new opportunities that's out there. So many more stories to be told, really. This has been nothing but side trips. A bit of advice for life there. Having it reaffirmed, the journey is more important than the destination. mainly because the destination being so vague as anything that he doesn't have, and the greater outside world, every moment that they have that spurs them onwards gets them to grow, not only in strength but in knowledge and experience, those that they meet along the way as well. Jing actually does have some fairly poignant things to say, after all. Still, I would like to just stop for a minute and excuse me, Kurapika. I know he had his thing about getting getting all of the eyes of his clansmen back, but Jesus, it is a lonely journey that he is embarked on. Mainly because he's not keeping in touch with anyone, even with the messaging and those trying to, especially with Gon being so upbeat about it, and that he's just sat in the dark pondering about guessing what his next move is. Slightly glowing eyes. Considering what we have been told about Jin and all the stories that are kind of built up about him being kind of the pinnacle of what a hunter is, seeing that his journey started off something relatively small, he just had a goal of wanting to see the unknown, the research and tombs below, the history. It not really being something that is terribly funded too well, because there's not much return on that. So he's like, okay, I'll figure out my own way where I don't need to rely on others actually paying for it. He sets himself a goal and just does it. Kind of scary. But you definitely know that Gon is one of his kin. It's in their blood that they just push forward to get what they want. As a final episode, a send-off for the series, and a rundown of everything that we've seen previously. Small stories that we may have started to possibly forget about. Not the case. I really did enjoy world building. Is that the right word? When everything we know about the world has been torn asunder. It's staggering how little that anyone that we know actually knows of the grander scheme of things. They are playing in the kiddie pool of the grand ocean. But yes, that was Hunter x Hunter, and whether you take what we saw as just a bunch of stories, just a nice adventure, or if we learned anything from it personally, then there is definitely one thing we can all agree on. That is 148 odd episodes that we're not really ever going to forget. Much like Gintama, it's been with me for so long now, it's etched into my very essence. But with that, we're definitely going to need to figure out something that could fill some pretty big shoes. If you've kept on top of my anything really, if there's been posts about it on Discord or just had a look at my Patreon, you'd know that there's a new show coming up sometime soon, probably next Saturday. Is yet to be chosen. Very shortly though, I'm going to have to figure it out and actually pick something to and start watching it. So, if you want to have a look over there, get yourselves acquainted and see what might be coming up. If you want to make sure not to miss it, consider subscribing to the channel, because, well, at least you might be notified if you turn on all of those switches and bells. But whatever it may be, I hope we can start that journey together, see what the horizon holds for us. There's plenty more out there. We just have to find the adventure ourselves. Hopefully you'll be along with me for the ride. So, get some rest, so I can see you in the next one. If you would like to be part of the grand adventure out into the big wide world, well, you're probably in the wrong place because we're watching anime here. And with that in mind, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Guado, Tori Jane, Croyville, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega 42, Diego Zenhausen, Maxwell, Cardboard, and everyone else, because they make it possible for me to sit here. Of course, should the day come where we actually want to see the sights and wonders that are out there, maybe you'll join me for that as well.